dude.
22 minutes and 50
Cucky,
seconds.
I will never know
Yet
that face
again,
colon.
the speedrunner named High Spirits, who also
I guess to be fair though, you can say that kind of about all of Hotline 2. Like, it's just not done well. Like, Hotline 1 was a fluke.
Oh, baby, Melvin with the kill.
Please. Are you fucking serious, dude? Somehow wave my gun across him twice and he gets knocked down instead of, like, killed.
Yep, stairs, watermelon. Hard mode dead ahead is cancer.
I wish enemies, hard mode in general is cancer. Like, they took the bad level design of Hotline 2 and decided, let's just make this more. Like, let's just make it worse.
And there's also a hand-to-hand combat system.
Like, I don't understand.
Or what they call in this game, gears.
It was not worth the poem at the end of the game.
In Japan, as well as the speedrun for this game. The majority of the speedrunners for this game are Japanese. The speedrun for the Japanese any percent speedrun is 15
I don't get
hours,
shit on again
45
here.
minutes,
I
and
didn't.
23
Sweet.
seconds by you.
Like, every time I approach that place with a golf club, I just have to run at it and pray that they don't respond at hugely different times. The weapon's not really optimal for getting multi-kills. Oh, come on, please. I right-clicked, like, too soon.
Alright guys, let's get into everyone's favorite part of my video, the very end. The longest any percent speedrun for this top 10 is Pokemon.
I remember the hardest part about running
Yep,
dead
stairs,
ahead.
watermelon.
In Hotline Miami
I
2.
really like.
In Hotline Miami 2, the hardest part
Yep,
about
stairs,
running dead
watermelon,
ahead is when you
MJ.
get to the later screens and you need to use guns to lure people and you get nothing but silence pistols. And then you're forced to take the levels a lot more slowly than normal just because the game hates you.
And the only person my knowledge to ever speedrun this game is Worcester, and he was able to do it in time 24 hours, 31 minutes, and 1 second, 14 hours faster than his previous run.
Oh my god, I hated the Jake levels, dude. The first Jake level, Hard News, is one of the worst levels in that game, like, bar none. There is zero reason for that level to have been as terrible as it was.
Alright guys,
The main issue was making
Yep,
gigantic
stairs,
floors
watermelon.
that are just
I know
littered
it's
with
even worse
windows
on
and,
hard
like,
one. It's all fat.
computers and shit that stop gunshots. And then also the way they gimped Jake's, what's it called? They gimped Jake's throws so that they now only kill one enemy as opposed to killing anybody that they hit. Like, I have no clue why they made that change. But yeah, Jake is, like, disgusting in Hotline 2 compared to 1.
really enjoying looking into all this stuff, speedrun content, and also making content. So, alright guys, bye.
Phew. Easy. Man, dude, I loved... One thing I did really like were the crouching enemies, like the crouching melee guys who like duck under gunshots. Those I felt were a really good addition to Hotline Miami. Because, like, it's just a natural extension of Hotline 1, really. Like, they added in... Normally, like, there's the goons and you can kill them with anything. Then there's the dogs that you need a weapon. Then there's the fat people that you need a gun. So it made sense to add an enemy that you needed just a melee weapon to kill. Like, little things like that were the things I was not mad at all about being in Hotline 2. The fat guys with guns were a little more questionable. Those were kind of, I felt like, in some ways, maybe too much. Oh, please. I don't know why he went the other way. But, yeah. Like, it wasn't... The thing is, like, mostly, it's not even, like, the enemy design in Hotline 2 that's that terrible. It's mostly just the level design. Thank God. I like how rather than fixing those guys grabbing you through walls, they instead just make it so that the guy isn't in a position where he'll grab you near a wall. So it's not like they want to fix the problem at the core, they just want to get rid of the symptom. Reminder that Denetton Games have mentioned that they know about, multiple times now, they have mentioned that they know about the weapon pickup glitch, where, like, sometimes you just cannot pick up a weapon, like, for the life of you. They've mentioned it, they've been shown it, they know about it, and they've done nothing about it for months on end. If not, I think maybe even, like, over a year at this point.
So anyone got the pamphlet version of that link pick?
Over and over again, resetting on. If you don't like the game in the first place,
Later love babies. One thing that I love was release.
it might be a game that you cherish from your childhood. But keep in mind that this won't always be the case. I love Paper Mario. It's one of my all-time.
Also remember that one fans level, Moving Up, I think it's called, where it's like in the apartment buildings, and the first screen is just like pretty much not much happening, and then the second screen is a lot of tight like it's long corridors versus tight spaces, and it was actually really fun to play through, especially with Tony. That's like one of the few things that Tony works on. And then you get to the last floor of it, and suddenly Tony is objectively the worst because it's just one big open area and then a bunch of hallways with just loaded with gunmen. It's like, go fuck yourself, game.
Hip stairs, watermelon. Moving up is my bog.
Moving up is fun. Reminder, actually I'm not sure if I still am on the leaderboard, but for the time leaderboard I was like one of the fastest times for a long while, and I was using Corey when everyone else was using the crutch that is Mark.
Because it's not too long of a run, normally around 45 minutes.
Base Corey is my girl, dude. She's actually my girlfriend. We're dating.
It's a good game to get your feet wet in speedrunning if you like platforms. I'll be referring to this game that I know pretty well. Once you find the game that you want to run, it's also
okay, that's fine.
Timer program. I've tried out a few of them, but I can easily recommend Live Sport to you. It's easy.
Another thing that I guess makes sense to have in a game, but made really fucking annoying to kind of attack enemies at close range, especially using Corey's roll to land right on top of an enemy to avoid being shot, was how gunmen, when near you, would like kind of backpedal away from you while shooting. Like, I guess it makes sense, but it's really fucking annoying, especially if you're gonna have characters like Tony who need to use melee. They have no other options. To have gunmen just shooting at you while walking away from you. It just felt so obnoxious.
When Ash doesn't get stuck on the walls.
Name one time Ash does not get stuck on the walls, though. Like, I'm pretty sure it's a feature at this point. Like, holy shit, I don't even know how he's so bad. All they had to do was make him follow, like, keep track of the path the player took, and then just have him take that path a small, like, time behind you. That's all they had to do, and they somehow fucked it up by trying to add in, like, a broken AI system. I don't understand why. It would have been much better for playing and speedrunning, I feel, if he just followed your exact position. Then again, personally, I also think it would have been a good idea to have it so either Swan could be attacked and killed, and then, like, he would surrender if either of them died. But I mean, I guess it's fine to only have the one die. Also, they just stopped giving a shit about Ash when he puts his hands in the air.
Quickly reference it for what to do next. Just try to learn the easy big skips first. Likely your speed game will be really crazy, hard to pull off stunts. You don't want to get overwhelmed or frustrated before you even really focus on huge time savers that don't use too much skill to execute in the beginning. For Donkey Kong Country, an example of these are the level 1. These are meant for the player to find, so they're extremely easy to do.
Cookie, can someone check if I still have the best time on execution type? Hip stairs, watermelon. I think they should have just made Hotline Miami 1.5 and then to like they were explaining hell.
Oh my god, dude, yeah.
Cookie,
I mean,
can you post it?
I'm not gonna lie, actually, I do kind of like the story and the world that they set up for that shit. But it's like, oh man.
Stairs, watermelon, still PM.
It's just like, oh man. Like, they kind of sacrificed a lot to make this work, didn't they? The big thing I really didn't like, for the most part, just going back replaying through the game, was the lack of selection on most of the levels. Because, I mean, in this game, you basically have access to, like, whatever mask you want.
Cookie.
Don't get upset when you
Which is like, here we go.
This is just setting the starting line for your improvements. The time for fixing mistakes and shaving off frames will come later.
This will probably not work.
Hip stairs, watermelon. Have you read the comic?
Yes, I have. They're fun. Oh, please? I'm not even in the wall, whatever.
It's really easy to fall into the trap of resetting a run when you
resetting a run, dude. Hey, that's me. That's me right now. He's talking about me. Yeah. The comic was kind of wonky in the way it did a lot of things. Like, for example, Tony and Mark's characterization in the comics were swapped. Like, in the game, Tony's kind of the hothead thug, and Mark is the more caring, thoughtful guy. And in the comics, it was the opposite of that.
Cookie, reset my life.
Jesus Christ, dude. Imagine getting a gold split. Hate this game. But, yeah. They swapped Mark, and, like, Mark was the huge thuggish guy who was, like, murdering people with his bare hands, and Tony was, like, the thoughtful guy.
Hip stairs, watermelon.
And it's, like, weird.
I am talking about the new comic.
Oh, the new comic. Oh, that one. I haven't actually read that yet. The one that's like the not them making. I thought you meant like the digital release of Hotline 2. Like the digital comic release. Because that one was weird. It was cool, but weird. Easy every time.
You'd be surprised how much time can be saved just by not slowing down. Memorize level layouts. You know what to do. Do individual levels IL runs. Practice the levels that give you a run. Make sure you don't screw up on them in an actual run. As I said in the beginning, practice really.
I would have tried running down the hallway to shoot at that dude when I lured him, but I mean, he didn't. Like, I didn't have much ammo. I think I had like 6 to 8 shots left, and I didn't trust shooting down the hallway with a rifle with that. The physical version, oh, that sounds dope as shit, dude. God, I really wish that I got, like, I didn't quite realize how much was going to be and how cool the stuff in those, like, packs was going to be for Hotline 2. I really would have bought something like that if I knew how dope it would have been. Because it's like, I do really like Hotline 2, it's just, like, not as a speedrun. Not even remotely as a speedrun. Oh, okay. You're scaring me. I don't want to be near that door when you're in that door. Oh, fuck me. Die! Fuck you. Jesus, that was really bad. If I hit that guy up there, my life would have been a lot better. Also, this level would have been a lot better. At least I gotta hit that guy through the window. The worst thing that could have happened right there would have been if he just turned and shot me.
Imagine liking Hotline 2.
Dude, the music is based in that. It also introduced me to Carpenter Brut, and then I don't know if it introduced Wally to Carpenter Brut, but then Wally got his hand on parts 1, 2, and 3 of whatever the hell Carpenter Brut's things are. Reminder, part 1 is the strongest one. Part 3 has a lot of really good shit in it, and part 2 is lackluster. But Carpenter Brut's music is fantastic. Please, thank you. Tell me. Oh, fuck's sake. Fuck's sake! Hate this game, dude. I feel when that guy had a full cycle around that room. Oh, don't do this to me. Oh, the double. There's a lot of lingo and tricks that might go over your head. A lot of lingo, dude. Oh, fuck me. I have a... Oh, he saw me now.
Yes,
not dead?
watermelon.
Die, thank you. That guy is scaring the fuck out of me.
Speedrunning
is autism. You should just say that. I just want to say, like, I think it was Apollo Legends did a video that was like the problems in speedrunning, and somehow managed to never say the words autism. Holy fuck, I got scared. I got really scared right there, because I thought the guy was going to be glitching in the top right corner, but he was actually in the bottom. I'm fine, though. I had like one pretty nasty death in there, and the first floor was wonky as fuck.
With no restrictions. Glitches, skips, etc. are all fair game here, and you're not required to do anything else in the game other than
I'm gonna try avoiding the fat guy here because I usually forget them.
They are requiring themselves
20%. He's got 100%. I don't remember if he mentions New Game Plus. Because I remember when I like random people from WR, okay. But when I was doing what's it called, like whenever people would come in saying like, hey, I saw your thing from like the what's it called, AGDQ or whatever, they would always ask what does NG plus mean. Like I feel like that's one of the things that you might, like maybe if you play Weeb games you might know about it. Please? Oh my god, I fucked that up so bad. I was terrified though, so I mean, whatever. This game is really fun to watch a speedrun of. It's all about skill of the regular game rather than glitches. I have a feeling your game will never be as individually stylistic as Yoshi's Island, dude.
It's a 100% run, so instead of just breezing through the level, it's to collect all the red coins, all the flowers, and end the level with full stars.
Yeah, also, fuck having to end the level with full stars, dude. You're not allowed to get hurt. What a meme game.
The trajectory of the eggs has absolute precision. One mess up can add lots of time to the run. It's a great video to start with because it
69,
shows
if you know
just
what I'm
how much
saying.
ability goes into these.
Pretty sure I'm losing a lot of time here, though.
Siglemic's Super Mario 64 run.
Yeah, there it is.
2014. If you've played a lot of Super Mario 64 as a kid, get ready to have your mind blown. This game actually has several different categories for speedruns.
That feel when you lose like 9 seconds in part 3. I don't even know where I lost all that time at. Where the fuck was I dying all over the place? Hot and Heavy was terrible, but I mean...
To me, however, the most impressive runs are
Was it just Hot and Heavy?
100.
No,
Yep,
Crackdown was
still
really weird
watermelon.
too, wasn't
I
it?
am gonna get world record for Hotline Miami department. See you all in 2068.
What's his name? Some French dude in the Hotline Miami Discord already runs Hotline hard mode, and I'm pretty sure everybody hates him for it. I would suggest not running Hotline Miami 2 at all, personally. I gave Hotline Miami 2 more than a fair chance. It is just not an enjoyable speedrunning experience.
Super Mario World run in 5 minutes.
Hotline Miami 1 is largely skill-focused, with kind of just knowing about how the AI might work. And then it's like kind of risk analysis and reacting to how the AI like do shit. And Hotline Miami 2, it's pretty much you always have to respond for worst case scenario. And even then, like, there's really no guarantee you're gonna be good or happy. Probably the biggest problem with Hotline 2 is the fact that there's so many random enemies in large open areas that can go all over, and you have to spend a long time getting to them, so they can be about fucking anywhere. And it's like there's no way to predict reasonably where they're going to be. You just have to, like, I would say react to it similar to Hotline 1, except because the enemies can now reasonably shoot you off screen, they can be covered by shit. They can be in places that you would literally never expect to see an enemy, like etc, etc. It feels like you kind of have to take everything safe and slow, otherwise you're gonna risk getting cucked left and right.
Even more now to below 2 minutes. But this video is pretty awesome. Just to see the reaction of being the first human ever.
Please, thank you. Oh wow. Got a lot more kills than I thought I did.
This game is just made for speedrunning. It's the very
I don't know if I killed that fat guy over there.
But it's also all about the technique of this run.
Get up. Get up. God. I should have just executed him, dude. I should have known he wouldn't get up, like, fast as fast.
Because if you don't make it back quick enough, and make you watch the entire run from your seat. This is basically what
Don't do it. Don't do it.
About. You're already going fast in F-Zero GX, and they say, no, I want to go even faster.
Hip, there's watermelon. So like the only time I hated Hotline Miami was I played it on PS or LOL. I
Oh,
wanted to kill
please.
myself.
Do not play Hotline Miami with a controller. It's not a twin stick shooter. I'm sorry. You need far too much precision with your aim.
Dark Souls took about 40 hours, so watching someone
Like,
do
oh
it
god.
ruined me.
Oh, I'm going the wrong way.
I still find myself awestruck by how clever and precise runners of this game are. Dark Souls is
Maybe.
extremely complex
Vengeance.
and contains some
Vengeance?
spectacular glitches, so watching runners master
Assault
these
probably is a
glitches
bigger
less
run
than
killer than
it's
Vengeance,
completely
but
mesmerizing
man,
to watch.
what Vengeance is
Only
almost
Incredible
pure
record
skill,
runs
so
for
when you
both
fuck up in
Vengeance
Vengeance,
faster
it's like
better than
all on you.
His run also shows one of my
So it's like
favorite
so much more
speedrunning, which is
defeating.
that it could still be faster. Although they strive to be, speedrunners are not perfect. Certain moves
Mute.
are hard to pull off, and bad RNG can easily destroy a run.
Okay, got him.
Still
Doesn't
has
matter.
room for improvement. This may seem frustrating, but it's constantly
That, so I need to be cautious.
and to me, a run is speedrunning interesting. With this run entertains, I would also recommend checking out various challenge runs where runners set up guidelines to make things more difficult. Lobo is one of the great ones by sharing
Easy
no bonfire
every
and a
time,
cool
dude.
run, which I would highly recommend checking out.
Neither floor went perfectly optimal, but I mean, they were both good enough, and I didn't die.
Most difficult game ever made and make it look like child's play. Watch if you want to feel like an incompetent scrub. Which is
I'm
what I
feeling no QGF. I'm gonna keep reminiscing on that, aren't I?
Cosmo's world record run of Ocarina
Thank you, Cosmo, right?
This run
And is
absolutely
Narcissa right?
takes the cake for me. Cosmo single-handedly
I feel
got
what
me
all
into
Narcissa
it.
needs to do to
Watching
gain
the
back like a
intricacy of what he
legitimate,
does here
like
really
legitimately
reminds me of
sized, like a
myself.
good old
Basically, Cosmo
fucking
pulls off an incredible
following
series of
is
glitchy
speedrun
maneuvers
Breath of the
to beat
Wild.
Ocarina
That's
of
it.
Time in 18 minutes and 10 seconds.
Especially since like it's, you know, a Zelda game, and shown in the past knows how to do Zelda games. Like, ought to be able to do pretty well in that too. Just like, come on.
What? Holy crap.
Zelda speedruns is all anyone cared about when it came to that shit. You can complain about losing your like loyal fan base or whatever, but I mean, if you're gonna build up everything about you by like being speedrunning Legend of Zelda games and then stop speedrunning Legend of Zelda games, you kind of don't have anyone to blame but yourself.
The perfectness of everything he does here is absolutely insane. So there you have it.
Rest in
These
peace,
5
old
runs
man.
stick out to me and might
Get
give you
shot in the
speedrun.
face.
There are many more runs
Only
that
you'll
are
never
just
shoot
as
an old man in the
phenomenal
face while I
in
live.
different ways. It's a very wide-reaching
Also, that feel when they
commitment. Like I said before,
positioned
I
him
really
such
encourage
that
you
they
to
could have
check
just
this
turned him a
out
little
as
bit to
well.
the
I
right.
recommend watching
No,
some
they
of
made
the
it so that his
videos
blood
like
goes
this
through the
and
window
maybe
there.
even donating to the charity
I don't know
fund
why or
for
how they
Doctors
did
Without
that.
Borders.
Like, they know the
It's
blood
good
is
for
going to go
July
out there
26th
like
to
that. There's
August
no other
1st.
place
I'll
that
put the
blood
link in the
could be
description,
going.
as well as links to the
But
videos
no,
mentioned here.
let's just
Now
have
go
it
watch some
pass right through the
speedruns.
window.
Maybe even find a game that you
It would have been
can
really
play
cool if it went into the fountain and then turned the fountain
I'm
red.
Snowman, and I hope you
That would have
enjoyed
been
this
really
top
cute to
5.
me.
Do you have a favorite speedrun? Put it in the comments below if you do. Feel free to give this video a like, then check out these other awesome videos.
That feel
Thank
on
you
a
to
gold,
Raz for
dude.
being an honorable mention of this list. You can check out his channel here as well. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.
Man, if I hadn't fucked up part 3, I could be on pace for like a sub 23. That would be sick as shit.
Hip stairs watermelon. What's that one level with the room filled with glass hot and heavy? I think I hate that room that also kills my runs.
That's probably hot and
Later
heavy. That
updates.
sounds like hot and heavy.
TFW you walk to like base moves. Please kill me snow fills.
You do what? Hang on, I want to read that. When you wipe to luck-based moves, dude, get fucking bodied. Called get out skilled.
I've been doing 2 speedrunning marathons a year since 2011, and things have changed.
Imagine being
quite a
so
bit.
bad that you get out
Bigger
lucked, dude.
venues,
Come
more
on.
runners,
Get your shit
millions
together.
raised for charity, and most beneficial for the audience, even crazier speedruns. The last few years, it seems like there's always something new to raise the bar at these
Oh,
events.
fuck me.
Whether it's a special category for
Can't
a
leave you
well-known
there.
game, or a new route that makes the same game run entirely.
Please? Thank you.
With summer games done quick just
And I'm losing time here already.
to look back at some of the best and most
Hey.
unbelievable moments.
Imagine not just swinging at all times playing by here, dude.
The top 5.
That guy just responded kind of quickly, but he didn't shoot me because I managed to break line of sight. So we good.
Now, how do you run a game that's solely based on user-created levels shared on
36, I think, is
The only way that
normal.
makes sense,
Okay,
of
that's
course,
pretty
a
okay.
completely blind race
34,
where
I
people
believe, is my
created
average,
levels
but 36 is
specifically for the
acceptable.
race itself.
Cat
This
phone.
unpredictable battle royale pitted
Yeah.
2 teams of 4 against each other over the course of 8 levels they had never seen before. From speeding thwomp walls to bullet-hopping gauntlets. You feel
feel
the
in,
pressure of
Mario
every
Maker
jump
GF,
as
dude.
the audience groans
I always
along
wanted
with
to
the runners
get
at
a
every
Wii U
death.
just so I could
What
play.
love this
I could
race
try
shows how
Splatoon and Mario
versatile
Maker,
the
but I just
world
could
is.
not
These guys
justify
know
buying a
Mario
console for
physics.
those 2
They're
games
able to
alone.
adapt
That
to
someone
any
took my
situation
knife
and
already.
impose it.
What a
It
dick.
shows a mastery of the mechanics
Don't
rather than
take my
just
knife, buddy.
memorization of
Do
how
that
to pull
there.
off a particular
Hip
section.
stairs
And to put it
watermelon.
all in perspective,
Forget running
directly
Hotline
after
Miami
the
to
blind
Hardman.
race,
I
they
am
did
gonna
a
run
run through
Bloodbath
even
Cab
harder
Cast.
levels that they had
People
seen.
do that too, I
And they
think.
make it
They
look
have
much
brain
easier.
problems.
This kind of thing could keep 2
They've got a
Mario
legitimate
speedrunners
medical
fresh
condition.
and
It's called
instant play
rutting.
for a long
Bloodbath
time.
Kafkas. Cat phone.
As I mentioned
Hitbox on
earlier,
your
we've
phone
seen
is
a
so
lot of
big you can just grab your
variations
cat.
on the typical speedrun at the last few marathons, including blindfolded runs, one-handed runs, and even 2-player, 1-controller runs. Typically, one person moves while the other does actions, and it takes a lot
Oh
of
god,
teamwork
I remember
and
2-player
communication,
fucking
especially in
co-op
games like
hotline, dude. That was the
But then
that
I
was
saw
a
the
bad
odds.
idea.
A one-player
Nothing about that was good.
Goof Troop. Normally, this is a great game for co-op.
Oh,
where 2
baby.
players
We
have
did
to
it,
work
boys.
together to solve puzzles.
Yeah,
But
see, I lose
Goof
about
Troop
1
doesn't
second
always
because of
succeed.
fun
Some
games.
games take so
God,
much
Goof Troop is a
concentration
fun
to control both
speedrun, dude.
characters at the same time.
I wish
But it
Tony
was
lived
such a
closer to
race
me
that
so
you
that we
wouldn't
could
even
play
know
this
it was
more.
one person if you didn't see him
Hip
on
stairs
But yeah, dude,
watermelon.
that's the sub
I bought a
23.
Wii U for
We
Zelda
fucking
Breath
did the
of